Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream today, this morning. Crack of dawn. No, I'm a bit fucking knackered. We've got the Azerbaijan sprint shootout. 12 minutes, 10 minutes and 8 minutes. We're in sprint shootout quali 1, where every team has to use a new set of medium tyres. I think you can only do one lap, I ain't too sure. Or I think you can only use a set of mediums in this session. So let's see how it's going. Cars are leaving the garage now. Only a couple of cars are left. Let's see how it goes. This is love, this is love, this is love. World Championship leader Max Verstappen out of the pits. I think they've got every single car out on track now. Norris going through 19 and 20, starting his flying lap now. Number 4 on the luminous yellow helmet, hitting 328 kilometres an hour down the main straight. Braking for turn 1, braking zone for turn 2 coming up. Nicely done, DRS activated. Might get a bit of a tow from Magnus in the car ahead coming up to turn 3 now, braking zone coming up. DRS flaps go down, turns in, nicely done, apex it beautifully. Rotation nice, no step out of the rear end, through turn 4, nicely done again. Through 5 and 6, nicely done. And we've got a yellow flag in sector 1. Yellow in sector 1. There's some players that time someone's split the barrier already. I can't be doing with it. Through the castle section, 7-8. It looks like it's his teammate Oscar Piastri. It looks like he might be in the wall. He stopped on the exit of turn 3, Piastri has. I think it's going to be a red. It's going to be a red flag, I think. Looks like Piastri's out. We haven't panned to him, so I don't know if he's binned it or not, but... Oh no, green flag. All good, happy days. He ain't binned it then. Lando Norris through 18, through 19. Then through turn 20. Up to the line. DRS activated. Fucking hell. Up to the line, Lando Norris, third quickest. 45.3. 4 tenths off. Nick De Vries next up. Oh, he ain't binned it first lap round, but he is off the pace there. Next up, Russell. Hamilton goes quickest. Big toe there for Lewis as well. He was right up George Russell's chuff. The Merc have done running on the medium tyre in practice, which is a different route they decided to go down because not every team did that. Well, Alonso's DRS isn't opening. I think Stroll's is. Yeah, Alonso's didn't. Verstappen's a second up, so that's good. That's great to see. And Leclerc's 1.2 seconds up. Leclerc around here is flying. Perez only gone 2 tenths quicker. Verstappen goes a second quicker than his teammate. Wow. Leclerc goes 2 tenths quicker than Verstappen. Looks like it could be a shootout between just Leclerc and Verstappen this time around, because Sainz, Perez and Hamilton's put himself in the fight with those as well. He's around a tenth and a half, 2 tenths off from Perez. So Sainz getting ahead of Perez, and this Perez had a really bad lap. That's impressive. Well, he has a bad lap, he's a second off, but just watching the Piastri, the replay while the LFI came out, just looked at the front left, just went down the escape route. And I think he, he got it in his reverse nicely, so don't know why it took so long there. 5 minutes left in the session, 5.5 minutes. And Russell looks like he's about to go start in his final lap. Perez complaining a low grip as Russell sets a new lap, P7, 1.5 seconds off. Alonso's just going to go on third, so I think his DRS would have been working that lap. Stroll's gone third as well, so his DRS must be working, so they must be back in the fight a bit there. They're still miles off. Yellow flag in sector 1. And Nick De Vries, he ain't put it in the wall at turn 3, but he's gone off on the runoff area. He's run deep. So clearly people struggling with grip early on here on these medium tyres, because they keep going straight on at turn 3. That's 2 drivers now. Albon P15, 5 tenths up on his lap. No, he's 5 tenths off Leclerc. My bad. But that's a good lap. So if you're 5 tenths off Leclerc, you're looking for P3. Obviously, I don't think he will be P3. Actually, the Williams is a very slippery car. Well, DRS activated now, coming up to the line. We'll soon find out. Alex Albon goes P3. He did go P3, so the track's obviously ramping up now. Sargent goes P4, and Hamilton's gone purple to the first sector. Round turn 12. Not the cleanest exit for Lewis there. Turn 13, then turn 14, and then the heavy brake in turn 15. You've got to brake early, get the car flicked in. Then you've got to run down to turn 16, the last proper corner, before you have the quick left-right. He's a tenth down on Leclerc, is Lewis. Hamilton might get a bit of a tow there from Bottas, I believe it is. DRS activated. It was, yeah. He goes second, Lewis, just a tenth off. And then Zhou Guanyu behind Lewis goes 15th. Perez goes 4th. So Perez is struggling today. Last night, or yesterday, he looked quite strong, but today, clearly not. He's not looking the greatest there. Sainz looks like he's looking up a bit more. He looks like he might be on for a good lap here. Turn 16, he's 2 tenths down. First sector, he's only around 800ths down. He's 2 tenths down in the middle sector. Verstappen goes quicker by 2 tenths. Maybe Lewis is right back in the fight. No, as Leclerc goes 7 tenths quicker than Lewis. Sainz goes 4th, 8 tenths off. So Lewis is now beating Sainz there. 2 minutes until checkered flag. 2 minutes 1 second. 2 minutes now. 2 minutes still checkered flag. And Russell in P14. He's on a lap here. 2 personal best sectors. He's next to cross the line. DRS activated. Up to the line he goes. And George Russell goes 5th. 9.5 tenths off. As it stands now, if it was to finish now, we've still got 1 minute and 40 to go. But as it stands now, De Vries, Gasly, Tsunoda, Bottas and Zhou are all going to be out, but I'm pretty sure they'll all have one lap left. Pretty much every driver will have one lap left. He'll do a cool down lap and go again. As Ocon's doing that now, he's backed out of a lap. He's going to go again. One more lap in it for everyone, I'd say now. One more lap in it. Piastri though, he's on a flyer now, and this is it for him. This is his last lap. You only got a minute left. You're not going to have to do 2 back-to-back flyers, and I don't think it's the strongest lap here for Piastri. He's on 2 personal best. It might chuck him up to P6 or P7, but with the way the track's evolutionising, if that's even a pissing word. Piastri goes 13th. Piastri, not a good lap there for Oscar. He's proper at risk now from being knocked out here in Q1 of the sprint shootout. Alex Howell on the other hand, he's flying here. Personal best first sector, down to turn 15. Now he's got turn 16 to attack. He's set a yellow middle sector. Oh, and Logan Sargent is out. He is out. He's hit the wall of turn 15. And that is the tyre gone. Rear right tyre is gone. Logan Sargent out. Red flag with 25 seconds to go. That'll be session over. Which means De Vries, Gasly, Tsunoda, Bottas and Zhou were all out of the sprint quali 1. And Sargent's not going to be making it to Q2, that's for sure, with the state of that car. Rear right tyre is hanging up in the air. Rear wings fucking dangling down. That is over for Logan Sargent. That is going to be P15 for him in the sprint race if they can repair that car for around 3 hours time or so, 3-4 hours time, because that's when the sprint race is. Big that, big. Yep. Session will not be resumed, so as I said, from bottom to top, Nick De Vries, Pierre Gasly, Yuki Tsunoda, Valtteri Bottas and Zhou Guanyu all out in the sprint quali 1 session. Let's get this chair off a bit, shall we? A bit too low. There we go, that'll do. I don't know how big of a repair job that is. He's still dragging that car along very slowly. He's got the rear right end plate dragging across the floor. The rear right tyre's hanging in the air. Just park it up, sunshine. Park it up. Let's just watch the replay here. So there was traffic. The Ferrari's had to cut the corner and he's ran wide and he's nailed the wall. Sainz and Leclerc were in the way. They tried to get out of the way and Sargent just clattered the wall. He was never making that corner, that's for sure. Absolutely lamps it. For a corner like that, you've got to brake earlier. Heavy braking and turn left with such a small margin. He's absolutely carried way too much weight into there. So we'll have a break before sprint quali 2 now because I still have to clear up Logan Sargent's car. So that'll probably be a 10-15 minute clear up job. Sargent made it into Q2 yesterday for the first time, but got into Q2 again today, but he won't be competing in it because his car's knackered. He's got no tyre, no rear right tyre, and he's got no rear wing either. Bless him. Oh dear. Tractor's just getting on the track, or the lorry pickup car. Oh, shine bright tonight. Oh, do fancy having some bracky. Do fancy having some bracky. Shootout was around 200 metres away from crossing the line. The red flag came out, so Shootout's out, and he might have just been able to set a time to knock Hulkenberg out. Well, that car's off the track now. He lamped the wall, but I don't think the wall took much damage. I think it was all the car, so hopefully we can get this sprint quali 2 session up and going. And Sargent was the fastest car in the speed trap, only by 1 km an hour to Perez, and then 3 km an hour to Verstappen at 3:46, 3:45 and 3:43. Can that square get off my fucking face? Yep, session's going to start in 3 minutes. 3 minutes until session restarts. Happy days. Nice little quick clear up job that. Yeah, Aston Martin's still got a DRS issue. One and a half minutes until session restart. 1.5 minutes. Looks like it's going to be a battle between Leclerc and Verstappen for a sprint pole for the 1 o'clock race, is it? This afternoon. 4 hours or so. We'll be live again for that. So after the line that will be, so make sure to tune in. Because I know obviously I've got thousands of fuckers watching this now. Here we go. Because we go. Okay, cars leaving the pit lane now. Cars are leaving the pit lane now. SQ2 up and ready. See how it goes. 9 minutes. 9 minutes left in SQ2. Obviously, I think it's a 9.5 minute shootout, 10 minute shootout. So we've just got cars leaving the track now. Leclerc just came out his box, came out his garage. Looks like it's going to be him and Verstappen setting the timing sheets alight again. It looks like Lewis might be battling Perez and Sainz behind for the P3, P4, P5. That's what it looked like in SQ1. Let's see what happens in SQ2. Well, the track dominance between Leclerc and Verstappen is Leclerc is dominating every single mini sector on the track. Perez is starting his first flying lap of the session. Coming up to turn 2 now. Nicely taken. DRS wide open. Rear end don't step out. Nice rotation at the front of the car. Down to turn 3 now. DRS open. DRS now shuts. Braking zone. Nicely hits the apex. No correction on the wheel. Up to turn 4. Hits the apex nicely. Runs as wide as he can. Rear end doesn't step out. Turn 5 and 6 now. Perez 36.2. Through the castle section now. Verstappen's gone purple in the first. Verstappen also 36.2, so it's tight between the two Red Bull drivers in the first sector. Coming up to turn 15 now. Heavy braking zone, you come from left to right, flick over, try and go as wide as you can and turn it in, get the car as wide as you can without hitting the wall as Sargent did in SQ1. Now turn 16. Yellow in sector 2. Hulkenberg's got off at turn 7 apparently. Verstappen's flying here by the looks of it. Perez crosses the line. 42.9. Next up is Verstappen. I think he might be in the 40. No, he won't be in the 41s. He's not that much quicker. Maybe mid 30, mid 42s. Yeah, 42.4. Lewis Hamilton crosses the line. 43.1. Next up, Russell. 44.1. Here's a replay of Hulkenberg at turn 7. He just locks up. Oh, managed to stop it before it hits the barrier. Just quick little flick right before castle section. He locks up completely. Absolute opposite lock on the wheel. So he was never going to get it turned and just stops it before it hits the barrier. But those medium tyres are going to be done now. Leclerc's on a flyer here. Fastest in the first. Personal best in the second. Well, it is his first lap, so it's going to be his personal best. But DRS activated now. Run to the line. I think he's going to go quicker than Verstappen. Nope. 4 tenths off. 2 purple sectors, but he's 4 tenths off Verstappen. So that's a good lap from Max, that. And Sainz goes 4th, 6 tenths off. Sainz and Lewis are very close here, and Sainz looks like he's got the quickest car underneath him this weekend, so that's typical Carlos Sainz for you fellas. Typical Carlos Sainz. The Aston Martin lads making sure the DRS is working, because obviously yesterday it weren't working. It's still not working on the Aston Martin car. Fernando Alonso, it looks like today. Lando Norris now P11, personal best first sector. Coming up to turn 15 now. From left to right, heavy braking. Nicely done. He could have maybe pushed the limits a bit more there, but you don't want to be pushing them just yet. You've got 4 minutes left. You could probably get another lap in, maybe another 2 laps in. Alonso 4.5 tenths down in the middle sector. That's going to put him around P3 if he can keep this up. But without the DRS, he's just going to lose time down the straight. Norris up to the line. It is a 43. What was that? 43. 43.3. And Alonso goes 4th, quicker than Sainz, 42.9. Next up is Albon, who goes 8th, 43.6. Then it's Ocon, he was on a warm-up lap, I believe. Hulkenberg goes 13th. Next up, Lance Stroll, who's actually got the DRS. He should go, oh, he's only gone 8th there, 43.5. And Russell's in P11 again, like yesterday. Russell's got to dig deep, second off his teammate. I don't really know where this Alpine is. Gasly's been struggling all weekend, but that's because his car blew up in practice and he binned it in Q1 yesterday, so we had little practice. On board with Russell now. Yellow flag in sector 1. Think it's going to be short-lived. Yep, straight back to greens. Russell, 8 tenths up in the middle sector here. As Russell now crosses the line, P7, 2 tenths quicker than Alex Albon, who is the driver at risking P10. Russell's need to cool down, recharge the battery and go again there, because he's not going to be safe with that lap time. Pardon me. Leclerc's gone purple in the first. Leclerc looking strong here again. Ocon's gone 11th, 4 tenths off Albon. So it looks like it doesn't look like anyone really below is going to cause a challenge here. Leclerc, personal best, a 10th and a half down also in the middle sector. Yellow flag in sector 2. That might be a crash there because you can't really. There's not a lot of runoff in sector 2. Leclerc 800ths off. 800ths off. Green flag back in sector 2. Sainz is back running apparently. I believe Sainz caused a yellow flag there. He was stationary, but he's back and running. We've got a replay now. Just to did he go straight on at the heavy turn 15? He does, yes. Hard corner that. Move from left to right, heavy braking zone. He's locked up the front right, but he's going to have enough time to get a lap in here. But I don't believe he'll be at risk. I believe his first lap was good enough to keep him in this shootout, but I don't think he'll improve. We've got 20 seconds left now, so people are on their warm-up laps. I'm expecting to see Russell come across the line anytime soon. He had around 10-second margin to the line, so Russell should be crossing the line soon to get his lap in, as Norris is on a personal best in the first sector. Coming out of the castle section now, up to turn 9, I believe. Now he's up to turn 14. Then turn 15. Heavy braking zone where Sainz went straight on. That's beautifully done from Norris. He's pushed the limits as wide as he can there, right up against the wall. Then turn 16. He set a yellow middle sector there. Not a personal best. 8 tenths down on Verstappen. Albon, personal best. Hamilton crosses the line. 43 flat for Lewis. 6 tenths off Verstappen. Norris next up across the line. DRS activated. Up to the line now. It is a 43. What was that? 43.6? 43.4. Hulkenberg goes 11th. He is out. Ocon is out. Magnussen is out. Albon goes 7th. Piastri 10th. Stroll needs to improve. And Alonso's giving Stroll a mega toe. DRS not working. He should cross the line sound. P7. Piastri's out. Norris gets through by 300ths of a second. Sainz goes third fastest, and Russell's on a personal best here. He's not going to back out, is he? No. He's going to cross the line. P7. Top 10 separated by a second. It might get a bit spicy now, lads. Might get a bit spicy now. 8-minute shootout here. This is going to be either red flag central or it's going to be it's going to be havoc no matter what. Red flags, traffic, the whole shebang here. It's going to be all over the gaff here. 8 minutes, 10 cars. Going to try and push to get 2 or 3 laps in here on a new set of softs. See what they've got. Got another pissing advert, fuck's sake. Come on, da 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 da. Come on then, let's get this advert over and done with, come on. This could be proper good session this before. This could set the stone for the sprint in a couple hours time, this. Could set the stone. Or set the standards, I don't know. Here we go then. Here we go. 1 minute until the cars are allowed to leave pit lane. 1 minute. Got the 2 dirty balls, the dirty fuckers that no one likes at the front of the lane. Albon's loving life in P9 there. In the last session on radio, loving it. He's just cut out ahead of Lewis and G. Russ. Just out ahead of those 2 in the lane. Session is a go in 10 seconds. 10 seconds until the session's a go. Perez has left the lane. Verstappen's leaving the lane, followed by Albon, Lewis and G. Russ. Norris is the only one without a fresh set of softs. I don't know if he's going to be allowed to compete in this session because you have to use a fresh set of softs. So I think Lando's going to be setting garage all 8 minutes. Can Lewis or George plunder a cheeky little Leclerc 2021? Not in the quickest car, third or fourth quickest car, gets to 2.5, nails a lap, gets pole. Can he get past for the sprint race and then defend all his life, 17 laps? He's right up Alex Albon's stuff at the moment. He's dropped off now, he's just dropping off. He don't want to drop off too much though, because the deficit to the Red Bull and the Williams in the straight is massive, so you can get a top of that Williams, you'll be loving life. Yep, Lando can't go out, as I expected. Verstappen turn 1, coming up to turn 2 now. Helmet cam it is. Brake now, look left. Nicely done. Little snap of oversteer, but you're not going to lose any time really with that. Coming up to turn 3 now, DRS activated. Braking zone coming up. Braking around now, 100 metre board. Flick it left. Then you've got turn 4 coming up. You brake around 75 metres to 80 metres. He's taken, I don't know if you want to take that much curb, but it seems to have worked. Turn 5, 6. 35.7 in the first sector for Verstappen. Another snap of oversteering. He's almost put that in the wall there, Verstappen. That's almost put it in the wall. Oof! Perez coming up to turn 16. 17. 18. 19. All flat out. And turn 20 as well. Perez is around 3 tenths up. He's 4 tenths up in the middle section. He's around a tenth down in the first. Sergio Perez crossing the line. 41.8. Decent lap time for Sergio Perez. Verstappen sets a 42.1. Wow, that's like half a second almost. Oh no, it's 2.5 tenths. Hamilton's 7 tenths off. Russell around 8 tenths off. 9 tenths off. Leclerc not purple in the first. Is he purple in the middle? He is. Leclerc's up in the middle sector. Turn 17, 18, 19, 20 off. Flat out. Here comes Leclerc. DRS activation zone coming up now. Rear wing open. Up to the line. Has Leclerc got provisional pole? He has! 2 tenths up on Perez. Sainz next up. Can he split the Red Bulls? No, he can't. He's a bag of wank. Max complaining about losing rear end. He's a twat anyway, don't like him. Dirty cunt. Through 5 and 6, yeah, rear end completely gone in there, misses the apex, and then as a snap of oversteering, he's fall right up against the wall. Two minutes 30 to go in the session. 2 minutes 30 to go in the session. This 2 minutes 30. Bit of a traffic jam here. Turn 15, Perez, Hamilton, Albon, and I believe it's Stroll. No, it's Alonso. All in a line of 4. Coming to turn 16 now, the last proper corner on the track. 1 minute 30 to go, so they've all got plenty of time in hand. But I don't think these laps are going to be the strongest if they've been snailing around the track at snail's pace. Tyres are getting a bit of temperature. Anyway, I think Perez is the first car to go across the line, followed by Hamilton. Here we go. Perez, DRS activated. He needs to find around maybe 3 tenths if he wants to properly fight for pole this afternoon. Or should I say sprint pole. Anyway, turn 1, nailed. Oh, rear end looked a bit fidgety there, but it looked like he carried enough speed. Turn 2. Nicely done again. Oh, rear end looks proper fidgety to be fair. DRS wide open. Down to turn 3. Nails the apex beautifully. Looks nice and steady. Rear looks stable. Oh, front looked proper fidgety there. It looked like he didn't really want to turn in. He's a tenth. He's almost 2 tenths down on Leclerc in the first sector. I thought he didn't look the greatest. Lewis has gone personal best, but he's still 4 tenths down. Perez through the castle section now. Lining it up now for the long run down to turn 15. Use as much track on the exit as he can. Down to turn 15. Oh! That was close to the wall, that. He might have even hit the wall. Perez, purple in the middle sector. He's 100th down. Yellow in sector 1. That's gonna fuck up people. Leclerc's out! Leclerc's in the wall! Front wing gone! Leclerc's gone! Front wing gone! Perez for pole! Sergio Perez crossing the line! Can he get pole? He's not good enough! Lewis crosses the line! Not good enough to improve either. Verstappen's down, Sainz is down. Leclerc might still get pole there even though he's pulling in the wall. Verstappen 3 times down in the middle sector. Russell's just gone 4th. Stellar that from Russell, that. Verstappen's the only one that can really nick pole here. From Leclerc, it's either going to be 3rd or pole for Verstappen. He's set a personal best middle sector. DRS activated. Up to the line. It's 3rd. Leclerc gets pole with no wing. Charles Leclerc, pole position. And he bins it on his last lap. He is an absolute state there, Leclerc. He's got half a wing. Turn 5 rear end steps out. He locks up and goes straight to the wall. Weird that. Really weird that. Rear end completely gone. Sideways moment, corrects it and just locks straight up in the wall. Leclerc's pulled up in Parc Fermé with half a wing. Well, that's going to be it for now, fellas. That is the top 10 for the sprint shootout, for the sprint race in around 4 hours' time. Leclerc on pole, followed by Perez, Verstappen, Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Albon, Alonso, Stroll and Norris. I'll be back in a couple of hours to stream the old 17 laps dash to the line, the sprint race. I'll see you then. Turtle pit.